Hi Capricorn, welcome to my channel Foolsjourn. My name is Simone and I'm going to be doing your October 2025 reading, and we'll be pulling some clarifiers so we can really get some deep insight to see what's ahead for you during this month. It's already started, but you know there's a lot left, so let's begin Capricorns and see what they have in store for you. All right, first up you've got the Ace of Wands. Put it over here so you can see. Ace of Wands. Well, you can't really see. Ace of Wands. Eight of Cups. Seven of Wands. And now we're going to pull some clarifiers for you just to get a little bit more in depth here. All right. And you've got the Nine of Wands underneath the Ace of Wands. You've got the Four of Pentacles underneath the Eight of Cups. And you've got the Six of Wands underneath the Seven of Wands. Wow. Okay. And your overall energy is the Hierophant. The Hierophant is overall energy here. So let's begin. Let's see if we can see some of the cards. All right. So the Hierophant is all about, you know, kind of, you can kind of represent the church, morals, ethics, you know, doing things the way they're supposed to be done and how they've been done in the past. You know, it's kind of tradition, you know, following the rules as they were set for you know, years and years and years. It's, you know, conformity in a way. And you know, the great thing about the Hierophant is he connects. His hands are pointing up and down, so he connects he, be, between the heavens and the earth. So great energy, you know, and it can also represent institutions, establishments, you know, but it's basically staying morally and ethically, you know, correct, conforming to tradition, and we'll see how that plays out in this read. You know, and people, it can also kind of represent joining, you know, kind of groups, being part of groups that feel have the same idealistic views as you do. It can represent that too, that you're part of that certain community where you all, you know, feel the same about things. Anyway, so let's move on. So your just recent past is the Ace of Wands and the Nine of Wands. The Ace of Wands and the Nine of Wands. So the Ace of Wands is amazing because that's all about passions that are ignited. The wands are fire, so they're passion, creativity. They're fast moving. This is an offer because, you know, the hand is holding out the wand, and you can see the little buds on it with the little leaves starting to sprout, which means that you're at the beginning. Your creative juices are starting to flow, and you're at the beginning of starting something and getting it going. It's got potential, and you've got the energy to carry it and take it and start with it and get going on it. So great for it. Great for a motivation and you know, ideas and creativity, and just to start getting the energy to just start to begin from scratch. But you've got that energy ready to go, and you've got the Nine of Wands underneath, which means you have, this could be something that, you know, the Nine of Wands is all about conviction. This person has been worn out from the war of battling. This person or energy has been battling for his beliefs, his ideas, you know, his goals, and he's not letting anyone put him asunder. He is just, you know, battle. You know, he's just been through the battle. He's wearing clothes that are ragged. He's exhausted, but he is standing there with his boundaries up, and he's not letting anyone cross his boundaries. He's determined that he is going to do what he wants to do, and he's standing up for his beliefs, his ideals, his goals, you know, everything, and he's not letting anyone put him asunder. So great energy, and that is bringing you the Ace of Wands. So great energy, something starting, and you truly believe in it, and you're not going to deal with any naysayers or negativity. You fought for what you want to do, and you're going to do it, and no one is going to waylay you. So moving on to your present, you've got the Eight of Cups and the Four of Pentacles. Eight of Cups, Four of Pentacles. And the Eight of Cups is all about, you know, not being, having a lot. You've had all these eight cups are filled with all your learning and your passion and your creativity, your mistakes, your successes, um, and you are taking time out and reflecting, and you're, something's missing. Something is missing. You have a lot, but something's missing, and you are willing to walk away from everything in these cups that you've had through collected through your life, through learning or whatever, and move away to something, to the unknown, where you don't know what's out there. This energy is walking away in the moonlight. So the moonlight, you know, you can't see too much, but they're willing to give all this up for something, because there's something that they are missing in their lives, that is, their life isn't complete even though they have all this, and they're looking to find it. And maybe that's why this Hierophant is coming in, because it seems like it's talking about this, you know, the Nine of Wands is someone who fights for their, is, you know, for their ideals and their goals and what they believe, that no one's going to put them asunder. And the Hierophant is all about morals and ethics, tradition. And maybe you've been missing something that this is talking about, you know, and you are going to walk away to something and look for it, and see what life has got to bring. And you've got the, you know, underneath it, you've got the Four of Pentacles, which is all about financial stability. It's a tight hold on yourself. You can see he's grabbing his pentacles. He's got one on his head. He's got his arms across his chest with a pentacle. He's got his feet standing on two pentacles. So he's very like a pillar, and he's very nonconformist. He is very set in his goals of making money and taking care of his money and protecting his money. And he's very closed in. He's not going to let anyone, you know, take him off of his course or his beliefs. And, you know, that ties in with the Hierophant too, which is kind of the pillars of structure of society and religion and tradition. But the thing with the Four of Pentacles is it can you kind of can be too closed in. You're guarding your heart as well, and so you kind of, in love matters and whatever, you can kind of be closed in and not open to new ideas, fresh ideas, what other people have to say, their opinions. But guess what? You've got the Nine of Wands, so you're very stuck in your conviction for what you believe. And finishing off in the near future, you've got the Seven of Wands and the Six of Wands. So the Seven of Wands is, you know, just again kind of fighting off naysayers, you know, people who are negative Nancy's, you know, that just want to start little arguments and cause struggles and be in the negative, and you are fighting them off. And you've got the Six of Wands, which is the warrior coming back from winning the battle, and he's riding into town, and everyone is praising him. Everyone is going, thank you for saving us. You're wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So the spotlight is going to be on you by standing up for your beliefs, and whatever they are. You've been full of conviction. You know, ideas are popping. You've moved away and trying to search for what's missing in your life, and you're steadfast and true, and you've held up again against all the naysayers and the negative Nancy's and the energy out there, and you're protecting your position. You're standing your ground, and you're on higher ground. So these little struggles are below you. You can easily fight them off, and guess what? You end up being the victor. You are the victor. You are, you know, all eyes are on you, and you have survived, and everyone is hey, and everyone is praising you, and you've got a wonderful support, and you've saved the day, and you've saved yourself. So wonderful, wonderful energy. It's really kind of like a it's an amazing story when, as you read it, You know, it almost reminds me of like the Knights of the Round Table or something.